Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Anna Grace, and today let's just pull some cards. I want to help you, support you on your journey to the next level. Really, this is the waxing moon week. So last week we had new moon, and new moon is always a time for starting something new. And as the moon really starts its rebirth cycle, and so do we. In a sense, we always have these little deaths and rebirths in our lives every single day. And then there's a moon cycle, which is a very powerful cycle for especially as women. We're very connected to the moon energy, and the moon can really help tap into those cosmic forces that will help you achieve success, or manifest your dreams, whatever you want to see happen next. Maybe you want more healing in your life. And so new moon is that time when you're really just getting started. You have new ideas, you're planting seeds. And this week, hi Kylia, welcome, and everybody, welcome. So this week is a waxing moon week, and it's leading to a very, very powerful full moon. And as the light every single day is growing and growing and growing, this is the time to stay firm with your decision. Like maybe last week you manifested something and you started something new, or you had an idea. This is the week when you really need to stick with it and to continue on that path and stay strong in whatever you want to, wherever you want to go. So last week, for example, for me, was about, I had a very powerful question that came to me on the new moon morning. Actually, I woke up with a feeling like, who do I want to be now? So sometimes the monthly cycles are stronger than other times. You feel like, hey, I want to start a diet, or I want to do this and that. And sometimes new moon brings out the big questions. And when you manifest your dreams, you move forward, then there's always this time to upgrade and to check with yourself who you want to be now. Who do I need to be in order to be that person who's willing and open to receive all of my dreams? So that process started. So this week, and maybe for you it was something big too, because we are living in times when big things are happening, and we're no longer just manifesting, hey, I want to manifest an extra $100 or an extra 1,000 this week. Maybe that's what you want, but we're actually creating something really massive. And now we this is the week to allow yourself to expand and feel even more deeply into that vibration, into that energy. Just feel it and stick with it and don't let go. And next week we're going to have even a very powerful full moon that we get to celebrate our goddess energy. But maybe this is also a time for tapping into your soul purpose. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? Do you have light work in your DNA? Is light work, is being here to help and support others, something that you feel drawn to? If that is so, then sit with it, feel it, let it expand. And by the way, we are pulling cards. So if you want me to pull a card from my Crystalline Goddess deck, you can just let me know, and I will pull a card for you, because I want to help you get some clarity here and really guide you, especially with your soul purpose. Soul purpose is this time that we're living here on the planet Earth right now. This is not just what we live here in the US or in Europe. It's everywhere. We have this Corona situation, right? We have this pandemic, and I just received a letter from a client who was saying, well, because of this pandemic, nothing works out. There are no clients for my business. I can't get anything done because this is happening and that is happening. And they were really pouring their heart out. And it really touched me deeply because I could just see that this person was in fear and also in denial, because she was also saying that Corona doesn't exist. And I'm not going to start talking about that, because I know there are many different opinions. But what I do want to point out, that if there's inner conflict, if there's this feeling that something external is in control of your life, then you're not aligned with your soul. Because no matter what is happening, when you're in touch with your soul purpose, you can create prosperity, and you can get through difficult times that we are living right now, where the entire world is kind of going through some kind of hardship, whether it's with health or with business or income, with employment, supporting family. There's so many different ways that is effective. Mental health, like the effects are really great right now. So we can choose to be the victim and feel like, well, because the time is like this, it's really hard to make anything work and we just got to wait it out. Or we can choose that this is the perfect time, especially for us light workers, to step up and show up and start being of service to those who really need our support. And there are a lot of people like that. Not everybody is born as a light worker. Maybe you are a light worker. If you are a light worker, then you need to step up and own your light and know that your light is so important and so needed. Okay, so I was really feeling this email coming from a client who was obviously very much in fear, and it really is a representation of how people are feeling at this time. There's a lot of fear, but we don't need to go there. No matter what you feel about the COVID, whether it's a hoax or it's real, or you're afraid of it, or you've seen people in your life being hurt by it, whatever your perspective, know that whatever is happening on the outside isn't something that's in control of your life experience and your soul mission. That happens between you and God, you and the universe, you and your soul. And when you want to create a better, more beautiful life, you don't have to wait for the pandemic to be over. You don't have to wait for anything. You can create, you can show up and be the light worker that you want to be, or you can show up for your dreams and make them come true. So that's what this week, this waxing moon week is all about, is knowing where you're going. And even with those fears, just keep moving forward. Just keep going. Don't let fear hold you back. So, because we are creating a new paradigm. There is a massive paradigm shift happening on a global level right now. They call it the Great Reset, but there's a negative tone to that. But we can see the divine. We can tap into the divine source of what's happening, and then we feel more calm. It was like, okay, there is divinity, there's divine powers that are here supporting. This is not just chaos. This is actually, there is a higher, there's always a greater power that's supporting and guiding every event here on Earth. Okay, so let me pull some cards. So here is so Beth. Let me shuffle and see how I can, what kind of message the universe wants to give you today so that you can continue expanding and growing your light. Okay, Beth. Crystalline Connections. So beautiful. And this card says, Your connections are ascending. Realize that what you see in others is a reflection of what is already within you. Cultivate love and forgiveness to bring out the highest potential in your relationships. So Beth, relationships are the topic of this week for you. So maybe you need to reach out to a friend or observe your family vibration, the dynamics that goes between you and your loved ones, the people around you, and see what can you do to heal that energy. Having a little dry throat today. Excuse me. I don't want to start coughing really loudly. That could happen. But no worries. It's not a flu. So Beth, really what here is for you is the message of forgiveness and really seeing the people in your life at a higher level. And also, we can do some manifesting for the people around us and in our lives. It's not like we can go and change their destiny or clear other people's karma or make them understand something they don't want to understand. We can't do that. But when we see all our relationships in a higher vibration, then that will also really help others. Okay, I need to. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I have been coughing today, but I've had a little bit of a cough for a little bit, so it's nothing new. I've been talking so much and recording a lot of course material, so that's the reason behind it. So Beth, and I do see. Okay, so this was Beth. So your Crystalline Connections is the message for you. So when you're saying that you're feeling kind of alone, that's another thing that the past year has been a pandemic in this world, is that lack of connection with other people, because we're being in lockdown and we don't see as much people, we don't hug, we don't get that same amount of connection with others as we did before. But this is why it's so important, this message for you, the Crystalline Connections card showed up for you, so that you can really, Beth, start to open up to more people. And even if you can't go and out and hug people, if you feel like maybe and things may be closed and it's a little different situation right now that would normally be. But you can do that over call a friend or have Zoom calls and really seek out, because I know that this is not just a lockdown, but it's also a mental lockdown. I experienced this for the first 6 months or so into, from last year's March, when here in California, we went into lockdown. Several months, I was just mostly here at home. I have my kids here living, and so I have family. I was okay in that way, but all of the social activities, of course, my dance and everything stopped, and I was just at home. And I started feeling like people, who are they? You started feeling. I wasn't really struggling from loneliness, but because I have an outlet online, but it definitely felt like an isolation, and it created kind of a mental block. More so that so a lot of this loneliness that is happening with the COVID situation is a mental, because now we're seeing other people as keep distance, so that even mentally and emotionally and spiritually and vibrationally, it creates that distance. So if you can, at least, even if you can't crush this physical block, because you can't go out and be completely free and hug everybody you see. You can't do that. I can't wait to have that moment when we can just hug everybody again. and everybody will hug you back, and it's going to be all a big happy family in this world. But you can crush that mental block that makes you think that you're alone, and maybe you are, but like that mental block that makes you feel, so at least internally you feel those crystalline connections with other people more easily. I don't know if, I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. I don't know, but I noticed that until I realized that, it started shifting when I realized, like, oh, I'm isolating myself, like energetically. I started isolating, kind of like when you create a too strong of a healing bubble, like protective shield around you, like nothing can come through. That's kind of what we're globally doing to our aura. So let's open up the aura, let people's energies come in. Energies don't carry viruses. We would be safely letting, connections and feel this connection that we have here, and just be open to receive and reach out, maybe call a friend, and that starts to shift things also physically. And hopefully soon we'll be out of the worst of this, and really things are at least starting to open up here in California. Always enjoy messages. I'd love a card, please. Yes. Here we see what the angels have to say. Beautiful. Okay, so for you, have you been thinking about past in some ways, or is there something that you're learning, reflecting on your as you're now creating a new you? Maybe sometimes we have to look back at where you're coming from. So this is the message for you. It says, someone or something from your past is about to re-enter your life, or has. Reflect on your past experiences and the wisdom you gained from them, but don't let them consume the present. So there's something from the past that can actually be really helpful. So think about what that could be, and what can the past teach you right now. But also, like, this card is kind of slightly, warning or bringing your attention to not living in the past, but living in the present moment. And so watch out, like, where do your thoughts go? Do they go to a time, like a year ago when we were all free, or do they go like to your childhood or teenage years, or like 10 years ago? Where are your thoughts like kind of gravitating towards these days, these past few days, or this week? How are you going to be experiencing that? And pay attention to that, where your thoughts are going. How much are you time traveling in your everyday life, and how much are you really fully present? You might be also, this could be, even if it talks about the past, but there are also future memories. So this could be also a message. Maybe you're either in your future memories, or you're in your past memories, or parallel memories. There are memories that are taking you, to another timeline, whether it's past, future, somewhere else. But the message is to be here and now, and to purposefully really pay attention to when you're time traveling, when you're dwelling on the past, or you're overly thinking about the future, whether it's worrying about the future or whether it's dreaming about the future, because dreaming about future is wonderful manifestation. Of course, we know that, visualizing, that's great, but life is still happening here and now. So that is your tip for this week, to be present and be here and now, because this is a good time to be alive. This is a wonderful, amazing time to be alive, and you are opening up to something amazing that is stemming from this expansion week that we have. I love these expansion weeks. I think this is one of my favorite weeks in this moon cycle, is the waxing moon stage, the second week of the new moon cycle, because the first week is kind of like you finding it, and now you just like opening up, opening, and is going towards the full moon. And the closer we go to the full moon, the more intense it gets. But right now we're like in that really sweet spot where we can really enjoy it. So there you go. So I don't see your name. Can you let me know what your first name is? If you want a card, because I don't see actually everybody's, we're live in different places at the same time, well, in Facebook, and this is also streaming to YouTube. So it doesn't show me, it doesn't let me see your name unless you've clicked that link that says streamyard.com, and it's giving me a permission to see your name. Or if you don't see the link, then you can just say, yes, I want a card, please, and then your first name, so I can give you pull a card. Carolyn, good to see you. Okay, Carolyn. Ooh. Atlantean Feng Shui. So, wow, this is expansive for you. So it says your home is an extension of your energy. So create an environment that reflects your desired state of being. You can heal the imbalances in your life by clearing clutter, organizing, and honoring your home as a sacred space. I love that, because we live in a home and we can love a home, but home is an entity. It's like part of you. It's like really an extension. It's a living being. You know, that's how I see it. I see home as a kind of a living being, and all the walls are alive, and your home needs some love. You know, your home needs love, and you want to look around. Maybe you want to walk around in every room, and just pay attention to, does this room look like loved? Is it loved? Or is it messy? Is it neglected? Do you never go to that one place or that corner? Is there a lonely corner, or is there a lonely room, or anything that you feel? If you can look at it as an entity that needs to be loved, every cell in your home's being wants to be loved and uplifted to a level where it can be healthy and happy. So it could be like there might be a broken, lamp, or a broken, like old books that you never open and you never read, and they're just there year after year, decade after decade, the same stuff you're carrying from home to another, and you never use them. So this is what the message for you is, Carolyn, to look around, and this could be great for everybody, but specifically this showed up for Carolyn now because there's something in your home environment or where you work that needs balancing. So once you change that, and sometimes it's as much as just changing the location of a piece of furniture, just moving it in a different angle, even, it creates a different biochemistry inside your home's entity. It's like you're changing things, and then the energy flows differently. And what Atlanteans were using, because this is Atlantean Feng Shui, so Atlanteans were using crystals. So how about you try adding some crystals? For example, I have crystals in every corner of my home, and I also have crystals when you enter. You come into my home. There's a doorbell. There's a front door. There's crystals. So. And I've created a kind of energy shield. So anybody who's coming into the home, they have to go through this crystal wall, that those two crystals that are pointing at each other are creating a connection, and it creates a wall. It creates just giving, very talkative today. I talk a lot, but I hope this is like giving you some ideas. So you can create a protective shield. So when anybody walks through that protective shield, through those crystals, they're filtering it gently, but it does filter your energy. So anybody entering your home, whether it's yourself or someone else, their lower energies can be filtered out and left out of your home. So that's a way to maintain that. But crystals in your home overall, and you give them a mission, you tell them to please protect my home, and you place them around your home. You can do this intuitively, and that is also going to be powerful. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. Really, for you as a personal message, there's something in your home that is blocking your energy. So when you take on those tips that I gave you, you're going to see things moving forward. And whether it's like wanting more clients for your lightwork business or some other dream that you have, you're going to see things moving forward faster when your home energy is working better. Okay. I'm in the process of doing that. Card is perfect. Wow. Okay, great. So it's a validation of like, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's perfect. Okay, Luana. There's a card for you. I love this. Trust your intuition. This is a powerful message, and we all know this. We say, yes, trust your intuition, but do we really? We forget it. We take it for granted that we have this thing called intuition. It's this language of the soul. You can really avoid most of the mistakes we do in life if we were to actually listen to the intuition. That's a powerful message. Okay, but here's your message, Luana, and what the universe wants you to know. Intuition is the voice of the soul. Listen carefully, as there is something very important that you are missing in order to take the right steps and handle the situation. Take a deep breath. You know what to do. The answers are within you. That is your message. This is so powerful. You don't need to seek that information or the answer from outside and consult other people. All you needed was this card. You consulted, that's okay. But the message for you is trust your intuition. You have the answers, and you're so wise, and you have the ability to know exactly what you need to do and what the step is to solve the problem in your life or take your life to the next level. So, Liliana. So wonderful to see you all here. And Liliana. Ooh, higher level. Wow, you are doing the work right now. So this card says, the message says, your efforts are about to be rewarded and your light recognized. Keep taking divinely guided action. Step by step, you are rising to your highest vision of self, and nothing can stop you from achieving your goals. Success is within reach. Can you just see the magic? Can you just see the magic sparkles here, Liliana? Success is within reach. Okay, so you keep doing what you've been doing, and don't give up and don't give in, and just know that you're on the right path, and you will soon reap the rewards of your efforts and your hard work, whatever that is, whether it's internal, whether it's with your lightwork business. I don't know how many lightworkers do we have here in the chat, but one of the issues a lot of lightworkers have is client attraction, and not really being able to launch lightwork. Do you have how many lightworkers do we have here? I see sparkles. I love it. Sparkles are so the angel sparkles. They're everywhere. When we allow ourselves to see the magic things are just absolutely magical. So I would love to start guiding you to your next level as a light worker, to start whether you want to start building a business where you do healing sessions with clients, or maybe you have a message, maybe you have a dream of writing a book, and maybe you have a dream of creating building a business where you do online trainings, and you're helping hundreds and even thousands of people. Maybe you have a whatever your dream is. I want to be there and support and help you. But I know that one of the biggest blocks that light workers have is the feeling that there are not enough clients, and also another one is a big thing is money. Spirituality and money, do they go together or not? And a lot of spiritual people feel that money shouldn't be a part of spiritual work. I don't know if you hold that belief. The problem with that, I understand why. If you do, I understand why you do, because that's how we've been taught. And that's one of the messages that we're getting over and over again, that money's evil and we should stay away from it. But the problem with that is, as long as we hold that belief, we're actually stopping light from spreading out into the world, and we're denying also the world our gifts, because money is a divine energy. Is actually a very crystalline force that is here to help us change the world. So as long as we hold beliefs that money and spirituality doesn't come together, then light workers don't do their jobs. They can't do their jobs because we gotta go to work and earn our living. So it's really actually feeding into the problem where there's more poverty and misery in this world. So that's one thing that I want to be talking over the next few weeks about the money consciousness when it comes to building a business. But so we've been pulling some cards today, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about shifting, and everybody gets a little bit here and there nuggets of wherever you are. Today, I hope I was able to spread some light and some inspiration, and you can really move forward in this week with confidence, knowing that you are fully supported, and you have your message, and listen to your intuition, or do some cleaning in the house, or bring your home vibration alive, whatever your message was. Take it to heart, and I'll see you again next week, next Monday. Many blessings. Bye-bye.